Hello everyone, how are you guys doing? My name is Neha Pal. I'm going to be your host for today. We have a webinar on chatbots in Python. So let's wait for all of us to join and then we'll begin with the webinar. I see many people joining us. So many of you. How are you guys doing? So my name is Neha Pal. I'm a career counselor at Society of Artificial Intelligence. Please tell me in the comment section what you guys do, which colleges you're from. Well, let's see how is everyone doing. We'll begin in a few minutes once everyone has joined. Okay, I see people from SRM University. Great. NIT Jalandhar. BML. Great. Okay. SRHU. Great, great. I'm sure you guys are very excited for today's webinar. It's a very interesting topic. SRM University. Okay, there's many people from SRM University. That's great. Okay. So we have 60 people with us. Shall we begin with the webinar then?
Hey, hi everyone.
Hi Shashi.
Hi. Hey guys, so we'll start. We'll just wait for 2-3 minutes more. Okay. Hey guys, so I'm Shashikan and I've been associated with Society of AI for a long time. We'll just start in a few minutes. We have, I believe, Ankit here also. Ankit. And we'll start in just a few minutes. We're just waiting for, some more people to join.
Hi, Sasi, how are you?
Hey.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. I think you are filled up with the juice that we have come up with the webinars on chatbots. Guys, are you excited? You can unmute yourself and speak something for now.
Yes, sir, of course.
I'm excited. Okay, I think
and
Aman
I hope
is excited.
everyone is okay, and I hope everyone is safe also. Safe, doing good. We have got something, very, something which we can't see, and it's all over, the world. So guys, be safe. Just follow all the norms so that. Yes.
Yeah.
And what's the duration of the webinar? So we'll keep this duration very short. Will not take much of your time. We're just waiting for 2-3 minutes more to people to join, and then we'll just start it off. We'll kickstart it. And prerequisite will also let you know. We'll just ask our instructor to let it know. Though for now you don't need anything. You just need an internet connection and some time of your undivided attention with us. And once the webinar is done, we'll share you all the details. This webinar is getting recorded. You can see it on your in our YouTube link, also in our YouTube channel. So if you have any doubt, you can connect to us over the LinkedIn or over the YouTube, or you can connect us also on Facebook. or also on Instagram. We are everywhere. We can help you. Yeah, hey Aman, sure. We are also waiting for this session. We're just waiting. We'll just wait for 2 minutes more and then we'll start.
Hi Ashri, how are you? I'm really excited. Okay, Ashri, we are also excited to host this webinar. Ashri, which college you are from? No, Vasudev, you're not late. I think we are going to start the webinar soon in 5 to 6 minutes. We are waiting for others to join in so that anyone can't leave.
Oh, okay. So we'll start exact at 11:10. We'll just wait for 60 minutes more, guys, and we'll just start. Actually, sir, I'm working on this project only, and this session will help me out. Sure. Okay. Did I say 60 minutes? And then we'll just wait for 60 seconds.
Neha will start sharp at 11:10. I think we have 1 minute left.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, Arus, you can do the count back from 60, 59, and then you can start. Exactly at one.
We used to do in our college days.
Yeah.
So I believe most of us are from colleges. I can see a lot of SRM. Okay, anyone from KIT University here?
Anyone from IITs?
NIT, I saw one.
NITs or any colleges?
Okay, Ankit, I think so. We are
Yeah,
time
good
up.
to start.
So, yeah, good to start. Hey, yeah. So over to you. You can just kickstart it off.
Thank you, Shashi. I'll begin with the introduction part of what we're going to learn in this webinar. Just give me a second. Okay. I hope you guys are able to see. So let's begin, okay? So did you know that projected percentage of queries to be handled by chatbots by 2022 is 75% to 90%? And projected time savings for businesses and consumers from chatbots by 2023 is going to be 2.5 billion hours. So many of us must have seen this already. Many companies are adopting this chatbots. जब हम शॉपिंग करते हैं फ्लिपकार्ट पे शॉपिंग करते हैं हमारा टाइम कितना ज़्यादा बच जाता है हम लोगों को इतना ज़्यादा चक्कर नहीं काटने पड़ते वेट करना पड़ता था पहले कस्टमर केयर एग्जीक्यूटिव से बात करने के लिए बट अब हम चैटबॉट में वो इजीली बता देता है हमारी प्रॉब्लम इजीली आइडेंटिफाई कर पाता है तो 24/7 हम लोगों को वो सर्विस प्रोवाइड होती है Okay. So what is today's agenda? Why are we, why do we have this webinar today? What you're going to get out of this? You're going to learn what are chatbots. Chatbots काम कैसे करते हैं? Then we're going to learn how to code from chatbots in Python. Chatbots और भी languages में code हो सकता है, but आज हम सीखेंगे Python में कैसे होता है. Future guidance in data science. You must be wondering why Society of Artificial Intelligence. So let me tell you what's special about Society of Artificial Intelligence, why you should invest our time in us. We have been in the industry for almost 3 years now, We facilitated more than 2,000 student trainings, more than 200 corporate trainings, and 500 plus internships. We've been associated with colleges in India and reputed colleges like IITs, VITs. And with us, you get lifetime's guidance along with the opportunity to grow your connection as well.
Hey, hi, Neha, Shashi here. Okay, so I'll just take it over from here. Okay, thank you. Hey guys, so you can see, these are our instructors. So this is me, Shashikant, and I have around 8 years of experience in IT. Okay, I've been associated with a lot of organizations. Neha, you can keep sharing your screen.
Okay.
Okay, cool. And I've been associated with organizations like Infosys, Accenture, Harman International, and I'm also, I've facilitated some of the trainings into corporate trainings with various organizations, and also been as associated vice president for technology for a stealth mode fintech startup. And then we have Gurjas Singh. So Gurjas will be, with you for the current session, where he will be teaching you this Python stuff, chatbot, and everything. And he's been into industry from past 6+ years, worked with various organizations. And personally, I know this guy. He is a tech guy. And then we have our founder, Ankit Verma. Ankit Verma is a person who keeps a focus on machine learning, AI, ML, and he started the root of Society of AI. And also he's been into industry from past 4 years, and he is looking forward, to get a lot of change into industry where you do a lot of stuff. Okay, so this is a normal, formal introduction of the instructors. If you want to know it more, you will have our LinkedIn ID, and you can connect to us over the LinkedIn also. Okay, now if we just move to the next slide, Neha, can we come to the next slide?
Just give me a second.
Okay, now see what's in for you. So this webinar gives you, the first thing is you get a certificate of the current webinar. Okay, that this is what you have done, and you get goodies from Society of AI, and also you learn chatbot. And the last, which is written on the first, is there are a lot of training sessions that goes on, and there are a lot of offers which goes on the spot registrations. Now this is not all, and what I need from you is we need an 1 hour of undivided attention of yours, with your internet connection stable, your waters with you, keeping your water bottles with you, and a pen and paper. And also, guys, if you have any query, you are happy there to stop our instructor, okay, to ask our instructor about your queries, and we'll make sure he lets you know everything what you have in your mind. Okay, so this is a basic introduction of Society of AI. So we have our headquarters. Okay, someone is doing paint here, guys. Yes, you can do that. Okay, you can make some a lot of money from this.
Yeah, that's very nice. Okay, so I have got Tanush, I have got Are, Abhinav, Aman, Vishal. Okay, so a lot of guys, they already know about Python. Okay, that's very nice. Yeah, so okay, so yeah, so Rohan, you don't know about Python, but yeah, so any programming language that you have worked on? Okay, so there's Gagandeep as well.
Make just host, no?
Yeah, okay, so not an issue. We'll cover that basic as well. But yeah, for now, we'll focus only on chatbot creation. Okay. So the tool that I'm going to use will be Visual Studio. Okay. So,
Okay, no worries. Okay. So if you're not able to give a summary, I'll do the summary. But some slide change करते रहें. Okay.
Okay, so
Hey, Gurjas,
yeah.
before I believe, you start, just give a
Hmm.
brief on Python. I can see, some of the people are there who don't know. Okay, I see someone has written, I don't know P of Python. And I used to say
Yeah,
this,
I can see
I
that.
used to say this on my college days. Okay, so
Okay.
just say a bit of Python, what Python is. Okay, and then we can start. So it will give a bit confidence to me also. Okay. So
Okay.
that will learn. And guys, if any one of you have any question, anything, just can stop Gurjas in between, okay? And he is gonna answer. So we just talk something about Python, then that will make me also a bit more confidence. I'll get more confidence on how we do this, what Python is, how Python gonna help me.
Yeah, that would be great. Please, some people are still joining. Okay, so we can let them have. They can
Yeah.
also join. Yeah. Okay. So I will do one thing. So we okay. So we'll start a basic. Okay. So I don't want anybody to work on this. Yeah. Okay. So
Gurjas, you can
that's
stop
very nice.
this. In options, you
Yeah.
can, yes.
Okay. So okay. So anybody can ask. Okay. So please don't write anything on the screen. So we'll just start on this Visual Basic. Okay.
Oh, no, Gurjas, you can
So
stop the
we'll
annotation. Huh? You can stop the annotation on the top, view options, and then
yeah.
you can stop.
Okay. Sure. Sure. Sure.
Guys, let's make the chatbot
Okay.
and then
So
try
let's just do one
annotations.
thing.
We'll give a time to you for that, I
Then we
think.
can have a lot. We can
Yeah,
have
not much
a
time.
painting session also.
Yeah, where we'll draw annotations and
Uh,
keep the competitions going up.
and we'll give goodies on the best painter box.
Yeah, that's best.
And guys, it's
That
not
will be
just
the best
goodies.
thing.
We have a lot of things there. Okay.
Yeah, so we have a question. So C++ is faster than Python. So why Python is used for data analytics then not C++? Okay, so Sumit, that's a very good question. But the only thing that you should be aware of is in C++, there are a lot of libraries that you have to work on. Okay, so Python is one of the language which has a lot of libraries that's basically contained by the community as well as the developer who has created this Python. So yeah, that is one of the benefit. So you just take away that coding part. That's the only thing. Yeah. So as compared, yeah. So Python is quite easy. Yeah. So let's just start. Okay. So there is. So Tanush has asked me. Okay. So there is something called as Jupyter Notebook. So yeah, Tanush, you can also work on Jupyter Notebook. Okay. So it's not required that you work on this Visual Studio only. So yeah, we can work on that. Okay. So there was one guy who has raised hand. Okay. Okay. So I think we can start then. Okay. Then we'll take questions later. Sure. Okay, Tanish. Thank you so much. Yeah. So we'll just create a one file. Okay. So yeah. So this is just a sample file that I'm going to create, and we'll just start with the basic of Python. So we'll just say if I want to print anything, I just have to write print hi. Okay. So you don't have to import any libraries. You just have to write the function, the print, and in quotes, you just have to write whatever the message that you want to print, and simply you can run Python. Okay. So one thing that I want you, okay, okay. So Kamlesh, we have this question. Yeah. So we are going to work on something called as Chatterbot. Okay, so we'll just commit in a minute. Okay, so I'm just going to say print hi. So yeah, so you can see we already have a response something like hi. Okay, so print hi will simply give you a print or the result of that hi message or whatever the statement that you have executed. So this is as easy as writing in English. Okay, so Python takes care of, so you don't have to worry about that semicolon thing. You don't have to worry about, okay, so you have imported that particular library. You have to create a main function. No, so in Python, you just have to write it and it will simply execute that thing. Okay, so let's just create a chat bot that we are here for. Okay, so we'll just see. Okay. So I have a library, something called as Chatterbot. Okay. So if you want, guys, so this is the library that I have used. So Chatterbot is one of the library. So if you all have something like Python or Anaconda installed in your system, so Chatterbot is simply, you can simply say pip install. So I will just go to my command prompt. Yeah, so you can simply say pip install Chatterbot. Okay, so it will just install the required library for you. I already have this installed, so you don't have to, you will get this message something like requirement already satisfied. Okay, so if you don't have the library, so it will simply download that library for you. But one thing apart from Chatterbot that you need is something called a Spacey. Okay, so Spacey is one library that is used for natural language processing. Okay, so I already have that library as well. So that's why I'm getting this message already satisfied, requirement already satisfied. Okay, yeah. So this is just one thing. Now let's just start seeing, okay, so what is this Chatterbot? Okay. So Chatterbot basically takes your conversation and creates that into a dialogue. Okay. So what happens is, okay, so there is a very beautiful example. It's written here. So let's say we have a user who says, good morning, how are you doing? And the bot is replying, I'm doing very well, thank you for asking. Okay. So one of the typical question that might arise, okay, so what if I say good with small g? Okay, so you need to understand this thing. So chatbots are behaving differently for each and everything. Okay, so how are you doing? Okay, so what are you doing, or how's your day going on? Okay, so we know this is one of the phenomena that we use in with or whichever language. Okay, so let's just say I have something like, hello, my name is Gurjas. Okay, I'm learning to create chatbot. Okay, so I can rewrite this phrase. Okay, so we'll just take the questions later on. Okay, sorry, Ritvik, I will just lower the hand for now. We'll just take it later. Okay, will that be good? Okay, okay. So let's just say I have written the statement something like, hello, my name is Gurjas. I'm learning to create chatbot. I can also say the whole sentence can be rephrased as, my name is Gurjas. Okay, so you can see I have some similar thing, but yeah, some things are missing and it's not exactly the what I wanted in the first line. Okay, or I can say, how's your day going on? Okay, so it has the same meaning, and how's your day going on? Or you can say, how are you doing? Okay, so it has kind of similar meaning, but chatbot doesn't really understand what's the difference between that. Okay, so make sure the chatbot is simply a set of instructions that we have given to the program. Okay, so it will work according to that only. It will not be able to differentiate between this line and this line. Okay, so we have to tell the program, okay, so yeah, this line is different and this line is completely different. So you have to work accordingly. Okay, so now let's just start working on this chatbot. And I will just say, yeah. Okay, so Krish, you want to install Chatterbot? Okay, so so everyone, if you don't know about Chatterbot, how to install it, I will just give you. I have given it somewhere. Okay, so I'll just open my command prompt. Okay, so make sure, Krish, you have installed Python. So what you need to do is something called a space. Sometimes this might be an issue. So you say pip chatter space bot. Okay. So sometimes you are not aware about the library's official name. Okay. So we have seen, okay, so we have seen there is Chatterbot, but I'm not sure, okay, what is the official name? So you can always go to Google and just check pip install Chatterbot, something like, means whatever your library that you're going to work on. Okay, so this is what you will get. So the best way to understand if this is the original library or not, or it's from the original author or not, so just check the version. Okay, so that's the best thing. So if somebody has created a new Chatterbot with C small, okay, so the version will not be something like this. Okay, so it will be mostly something like 0.0.1. Okay, so yeah, so this is one of the Chatterbot library that we can work on. Yeah, and after installing this Chatterbot, what you need to do is pip install spacing. Okay, so yeah, this is spacing. So I will just say Chatterbot. This is how you install Chatterbot, and afterwards, yeah. So this is how you install Spacey as well. So pip install Spacey. Okay. Yeah. So Vishal, actually Spacey is mostly used for your natural language processing. So we are not going in too deep into that, but yeah, you can say. So let's say, okay. So Krish, you are getting a lot of errors. Okay, so we can take that later on after this session. We can help you out with this. Okay, with the installation and how this whole thing will work. Okay, will that be good, Krish? Okay. So, okay, so one thing after, even after installing Spacey, you guys need this thing. This method will be that's just and there, guys. Now
Your voice is
Spacey.
breaking in between. Guys, just a second. Maybe,
Guys, just a second for I think there's some internet connectivity issue. Gurjas will be joining back in with us shortly. Till then, guys,
Nancy,
have you got something about chatbots? Do you think
any question
chatbot?
that we, yeah, any queries, anything that till Gurjas come, we can answer it. Rohan, we are working on this. Our team is working on this. SHA को SQ बोलते हैं. So we'll come back to you once we get a validation on this. We'll let you know. Okay, and we'll come up with every precautions that why this with all the validated questions or answers on it. Okay, you
I
are
think
having
that's
a
really
problem.
interesting question, Sasi.
Yeah. Rohan, you can ping me anytime. I'd love to answer this question. Okay, and Trish, so for you, we'll just come back. You can just hold on. So we have our queries session at the end, and we'll take it from there. Okay, and I see.
Yeah. Hello.
My
Go
PC
just
is
Yeah.
1 second. Go just 1 second.
Yeah.
I'm answering one question. An app called Hike used to have really good chatbot. Yes,
yes,
but
Sasi. I
then
think
again, there are a lot of chatbots. Okay, there are some good chatbots. I'll share you the link. You can go through it.
yeah, Hike has really good
Yes,
chatbot. It has
yes,
it's
Aman. We have chatbots which have voice recognition also, and we can use Google. So we'll come up with those also. And Yes, we'll share our LinkedIn profile. We'll share our Medium link. You can read our blogs, everything. Okay, guys. So we'll just start, and all the queries will take it later. And thank you, Rohan. You are also an awesome guy. Yeah, just over to you.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we'll just start working with Chatbot. Simply use to import the chatbot. Okay. So it's just say you can say I'm just initializing an instance of chatbot, and after this, what I need to do is okay. So this line is actually very important. Okay. So Utkarsh, yeah, you have raised your hand. So do you have any query? Oh, okay. So guys, what I will do is I will take this questions later on at the end. Will that be okay? Because
Yeah,
yeah, so
that
we
would be
won't be able
fine.
to have all the questions and complete this session.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Koji, so
Sachin.
you can carry on with your chatbot, and if uh, meanwhile I will answer some of the queries on the chat if they have. Okay, so if we just answer all the queries now, we'll be very delayed. So just please continue with this.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, so this list trainer is just used for training. Okay, so I will just say okay. So I have a chatbot. Okay, so it can be anything. This is just a variable name, so it can be where as well. Okay, I'm just going to say I have a chatbot which with the name something like Gurjas. Okay, so now just understand this thing. So I have something called as list train. Okay, so this list trainer is used to create what you can say a training module. Okay, so I'm just here creating a training module. Okay, so in here, what I have to do is I have to tell, okay, so what are the trainings that we have to do? Okay, so the training in, I mean, the conversation that the chatbot will be having. So I can say simply say, okay, so hi, this is the first conversation we will have. Okay. Hello there, you doing? Okay, so you can consider, so this is the first question that the user is going to ask. Okay, so the user is simply saying hi, and this is the response of my chatbot. Okay, so then again comes in the user. So how are you doing? This is the response of my chatbot. Okay, yeah. So this is what I have done so far. I have just imported the library, I have just imported the trainer, I just created a variable, and I have just created this list trainer. Okay. So now what I need to do is I just need this where to train. Okay. So this chatbot is having what you can say our training module with us. Okay. So I'm going to say, okay, so this chatbot which is having a name, okay, so it can be like say Society of AI as well. Okay, so this is one of the variable name as well that you can take. Okay, so this name here can be anything. This variable can be anything. This list training is what we need right now. Okay, so this list training will have a custom training that you have to do. So now after that, I'm just going to say, so I will have a response is equal to my chatbot. Okay, so that variable dot, I will just, let's just get a response. Okay, so the response should be regarding, let's say, what was the first thing that I did was hi. And after this, I'm going to say simply response. Response is not, oh, sorry. Yeah. Just a second, guys. Yeah. So I'm just saying,
Gurjas, we are not able to see your screen.
hello.
Yeah, Gurjas, your
Hello.
screen is not visible. Gurjas, your
Okay.
screen is not.
Sure.
Kamlesh will resolve your doubt soon in at the end.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So this is what we have done so far. So I'm just going to say, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So now you can see, guys. So we have this chatbot running and we have a training that we have done. Okay. So this training was a list training and you can see we have done it 100%. And this training is simply saying for the of hi, we have something called as hello there. Okay. So now let's just say we just copy this thing and we'll click CMD Python. Yeah. So I'm just going to say I have this thing. Yeah. Chat the training that I've done. Okay. Yeah. So this training as of now has been completed. So now let's just do one thing. Okay. I did something. Yeah. So we have something like hello there. Okay. So we'll just take the same step. So we have for hi, we have hello there. So now let's just say, so we have, I'm doing fine. Thank you. I will just say, okay. So we'll take this up. Can you help me in creating a chatbot? Yeah, sure. Okay. So everything is kind of the conversation that we have. So we have hi, we have the response of the chatbot that we wanted to be printed. Okay. And this is the second question that we want. Okay. So now the problem. Okay. So this training has to be very specific. So you yourself cannot take all the training in your hand. So this is where you will need somebody else to have this data as well. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a new file which should have this training. Okay. So in here, so Kamlesh, okay. So we'll have this training as well, this line by line. Okay, we can do that as well. Okay, I'm just going to copy this line and I'm going to create a corpus training. Okay. So now what I need to do is I'm just not going to use this list trainer. Okay. So what I'm going to do is okay, so there is something called as corpus training. Okay. So this corpus training, so it will have a English data. Okay, so it can be English or whatever you want. Okay. So yeah, so I'm not going to take this list training as well. Okay, yeah. So I'm just going with this only. So I have this Chatterbot, the same instance. I have this trainer as well. Okay, so this trainer is not the list that we use for custom training. So now we are actually going to take whatever Chatterbot has given us. Okay, so Chatterbot has something called as corpus. Okay, so I will just go with this documentation. Yeah, so you can see, so there is a corpus. Yes, not this. Yeah, so this is what we need. So let's just say this Chatterbot trainer. So we just need to train it on this Chatbot trainer. Okay, so I'm just going to say just going to copy. Okay, so now you can see I have something called as training YML, AI.yaml, bot profile.yaml, computers.yaml, and the conversation.yaml. Okay, we'll just let it load the training module, or I can simply say just copy the whole text from here.
Hey, Gurjas, can you
To picture this corpus is basically the training that has been done to the Chatterbot. Okay, so this Chatterbot library has some predefined training as well done. So that's what I'm going to show you. So this Chatterbot corpus, if you see, so there is something called as data. So you have Bengali, you have Chinese, you have English. So let's just say with the English. Okay, so you can see the files that we have written. So you cross verify. So these are the same files, ai.yaml, bot profile, the computers, and all the files. Okay. So I'm just going with this ai.yaml. So there are some of the phrases. So what is happening in the backend is same, something like this only. In the backend, this is also something like your training part. Okay. So I will just say I have English. Okay. So this is the first question that I'm going to ask. Okay. So I'm going to say what is AI. So the response that I will get is artificial intelligence is the branch of engineering and science. Okay. And this is the second question that we are getting. So the same question, what is AI? And the same question, what is AI, can have two different results. Okay. So let's just say, so once we have created this chatbot, we just need to import this Chatterbot trainer, and we need to define, okay, so this Chatterbot needs to train on which language. Okay, so it can be English. I'm not sure about, okay, so there is something called as Bengali. I don't know how to speak or write in Bengali, Chinese, French, German, and Hebrew and Hindi. Okay, so Hindi I know, but yeah. So if you see for Hindi, so yeah, so namaste, it will say namaste. Uh, that then hi kaisa chal raha hai to acha. So yeah, so that is written there. So this chatbot has already predefined set of training. Okay, so this predefined set of training is something called as corpus. Okay, so which corpus you are looking for? So right now I'm looking for English. Okay, so, and if you just need to cross verify what we have in English, so you can just go here and check. Okay, I hope I'm clear with this, Sashi. Okay,
Yeah,
so
Yeah, good.
yeah, okay, nice. So the only thing that we are having an issue is ki, let's say once we run this program, so we just take an input from the user. So let's just say we have simply said hi. Okay, so then we simply print it. The only problem that we are facing right now is ki we have to kind of retrain it again and again. Okay, so let's just say if I just run this again, so the training was already done. So it's again going to retrain my model. Okay. So now if you look at this side, so this session is having two different files. Okay. So this sample.py is basically the list trainer. Okay. I'll just rename it list trainer sample. Okay. Yeah. And then we have something like corpus training. Okay, but we have not created any file db.sqlite3. Okay, so let's just check this file once. Okay, why this file is getting created. Okay, I will just reveal it in Explorer. Yeah, so you can see this actually, this file is automatically created by Chatterbot, and this file will have what was text given and what was the search text and what was the conversation. Okay, so this is the conversation text. So this is not the training text. Okay, so this is the training text wherein you simply, okay, so if you remember something, this list trainer. Okay, so what was the first training that we did? What, it was hi, it was not hey. So you can see this hi was a training, and this hello there was also in the training. This how are you doing? I'm fine, thank you. So this is where you can check. Okay, so this Chatterbot is not only giving you a response, is actually storing your conversations as well. Okay, so this was done once you were training. Okay, and this was the response. Okay, I has no response, but yeah. So after this hi, so this, sorry, this hello there, so this was in response to this hi. Okay, so this is where your data analysis also comes into picture. Okay, so which, for which particular answer you are giving which response, and then you can create something called as word cloud or something wherein it will give you a response. Okay, so you understand what is the conversation that people are looking for, what is the search text that people are looking for, and what is the in response that you're giving, and if the response is good or not. So yeah, you can do that. And if you see, so I never did something like what is AI. I never did this what is AI training, right? So this what is this AI training comes in. This training was done from this corpus. Okay, so this training also, okay, so this corpus also trained my model. Okay, just because of that you are getting this. Okay, so let's just say we don't have this high. Okay, but if you look at this, so this SQLite, this training was done earlier on this list trainer. Okay, So this trainer is was having something like hi. So this, in response to hi, we have something like hello there. Okay. So yeah. So this corpus training was never having something like hi. So therein you created your own custom data set. Since you took the training from the corpus. Okay. So the corpus gave you something like this was your custom training, and this was the training that you have taken from internet, or you can say the corpus. Okay. So based on that corpus, you got a response. Okay. So, so that's why we don't have any high here. But yeah, just because the high was in my training, my custom training, so we are getting this hello there as well in response. But if I
Okay.
say okay, so we'll
Hi,
just say
hi,
what is
Gurjas.
AI?
Sorry to
Yeah,
interrupt you.
yeah.
Can we take
Just a second.
queries till now?
Hmm? Okay. Okay, so I will just finish this and then we can take the
Yeah.
training. Sorry, the questions. Will that be
Guys,
good?
be ready with your questions, and once this part
I
is
think
finished, we'll
so.
take your
It will
queries.
be, yeah. So it will be kind of a bit hectic, I suppose. Yeah. Okay. So this is again, it's training. So there is also something called as model deployment that we can do in Flask as well. So yeah, there you got the response. Artificial intelligence is the branch of engineering. So you know from where this what is AI response came in. This was basically from the Chatterbot. Okay, so the corpus. So what is this AI? AI is artificial intelligence is the branch of engineering. So this is the actual response that you have got. Okay. Yeah, and then if you want to deploy this thing, you can do something like on Flask. So I guess that will be a bit tricky, or we can cover that as well, or we can just share. So we can just share a file with them. They can just deploy this in Flask. Will that be good?
We can do that, Gujas. We can do that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So now let's just let's have some queries. Okay.
Okay, so we'll keep
So
this.
everyone,
We'll keep this query session
yeah,
short. We'll not take a lot of queries. At the end, we'll
yeah, sure.
have long query session. So we'll just take short query session.
Hmm.
Uh, okay, so we'll just do that.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So I have the first question. Okay, so I'll just stop this here.
Yeah, you can unmute and
Yeah,
you can ask your query.
yeah. So Tanush, you were
So
having
may I go
the
first?
error.
Yeah, Krish. Yes, Krish. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
I am
Krish.
having like while installing like my Spacey has been installed, but then while installing
Mm-hmm.
Chatterbot, I'm having a lot of errors. Like lot of errors.
Okay, okay. So you have installed. Okay, so Krish, you have. Can you just do one thing? There is once you install this Chatterbot, you just need to download these conversations as well. Okay.
So no, I'm
So
not able
actually, by
to.
default, these
I'm not
conversations.
able to install Chatterbot. Like while installing pip, like using pip, I'm not able to install Chatterbot
Mm-hmm.
because in between it's showing a lot of errors.
Okay. Okay. So can you just give us a brief? What is the exact errors, or you can just.
Can I can I share my screen?
Yeah, yeah,
Krish. Okay, good. Just so
yeah.
I'll
Sure.
just stop. Krish, if we just share your screen, we might get delayed. So just hold on till the end, and I'll put you one to one with Gurjas, and you can share your screen, and I'll make sure he resolve all your queries. Okay, is that fine?
Okay, maybe I'll just copy the errors and paste in the chat box if that's okay.
Yes, yes, Krish.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry. I'm stopping you
Yeah.
here, as people are waiting to get this chatbot working. So we'll just take this, and I can see a lot of people are having this error. Kamlesh has some errors. You are having
Yeah.
some errors.
Yeah.
Tanush has
I
some.
have pasted the error, sir.
Yeah. So we'll just anything related, guys. Anything related to
Can I
is there?
can I ask a question?
Yes, Hardik.
Yeah.
Please go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Hardik. So I wanted to ask that can we not use the Google search by people to give chatbots the data. Like
Yeah, we. Mm-hmm.
suppose somebody searches the data on AI, any topic on Google, and if we have
Mm-hmm.
specific site for that, and he finds it, so there can the chatbot pop up and give more about it. So like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so actually, okay, so one thing that you have to be aware of is that training that you are talking about has data from Google. Okay, so if Google gives you that data for training, that you can use that.
yeah, so because then we can get a lot of
Mm.
data, matlab, depending on the searches, and then we can create some
Yeah,
suggestion or
but
questions.
yeah, but that's the only thing. That data is the new oil, so they won't give you their own data.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thanks, Hardik. I think we can continue with the session and we'll take the doubts at the end.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So now we have done. So far we have done regarding this chatbot. Okay. So let's just create a Flask file. Okay. Okay. I'll just close this DB as well. Yeah. Okay. So the only problem that you will face is, okay, so once you rerun this program again, it will simply retrain the whole model again. And this will keep on adding it in your DB file. Okay, so we don't want this, because if you see it right now only, so it's somewhere around 676 KB. Okay, so if I just check the number of records, okay, so I'll just open it. So you can see pretty much we have 4,233 number of records. It's just because of the corpus that we did. Okay. So it will keep on increasing and it will keep on retraining itself. Okay. So what you can do is, guys, so you can just create a Flask file. Okay. So I'm just going to create a new folder. Uh, Something like, okay. So just create a new file. Okay, so there is a something called as Flask. Okay, so Flask is just your micro framework that we are going to use to deploy the model. Okay, okay. So I'll just say from Flask import, and I will just take this thing. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'll just have this. And let's just say, so now we'll just keep it simple. Just need to define route for this. So the function name can be anything that you want. Okay. Yes, Kamlesh, we are actually going to deploy this, so that's why we are working on this Flask. And what is the name of it? Your- Yeah. Okay, so this will be the training as well as internships. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, so Aman, you can create an app as well. We'll just create an API for that. Yeah, so later on we can have this app as well. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I'll just copy this. Yeah. Okay, so we have something like this. So this is just a normal module that we have in Flask. Okay, so let's just have an application that is basically running on this. That is a Chatterbot for us. So just have this training. Except exe file in Python. Yeah, okay. So then we can create this exe file as well, but for that you need a set of libraries, and for exe file you need a UI as well. That has to be going on. Okay, so we'll just open this. Yeah, okay. So this is a Chatterbot that we have in place, and let's just say we have hi. Okay, so yeah, we have a response as hello, and it's just trained on this corpus. So let's just say I will just open this English. Okay, so let's just say we have this ai.yaml, and I'll just copy this. Are you a sapient? So there are basically, if you see, okay, so what language are you written in? Okay, so this is a predefined you can say question that we have, and this is a predefined response that we have. So either it will return Python, or either it will return I'm written in Python. Okay, I'm just going to paste this thing. Yeah, so yeah, we have this, and let's just say we print this thing, let this thing again. So it's giving us Python. You are not immortal. So yeah, you can simply see whatever we are writing it. And this is the basically the question, and this is the response that the chatbot will give us. Okay, so this app is basically deployed in Python. Sorry, Flask. Okay, so this Flask is basically used to create a normal router. Okay, so we have a normal web app. Okay, so this app has something like two routes, basically the slash, basically the homepage, and this is the get method. Okay, so if you just look at this index.yaml file, okay, so this index.yaml file will simply get the response from this get URL. Okay, so I will just, if I just try to access this thing, okay, so I'll just copy this. So I will just have, okay, so this is not working, because if we want this to work, we have to actually send the data as well. Okay, this route is basically getting a request user defined message parameter as well. Okay, so this parameter is not, we are not giving it in this post or get method. Okay, so this is the get method we are trying to access, but yeah, if we are working with this, so we have to define or give this response as well. Okay, so this is one of the ways we can give the response. Okay, so now I think we can get some queries as well, guys. So this is a chatbot that we have created. So the only thing that you guys need to understand is the chatbot has two parts. Okay, so the first thing is list trainer, and the second thing is your corpus. Okay, So this is using the training data set. Okay. So in training, you can specify whatever you want to say. So this is the custom training that we have done. So you can write hi, whatever the response of hi, and then how are you, and then what is the response of that. And this is using the predefined corpus. Okay. So the corpus will have a predefined set of questions and answers for that. And you just need to specify which corpus you are going to work on. Okay. So you can simply say, okay, so I want to work on the corpus of English, you can work. And if you want a different corpus, you just need to specify chatterbot.corpus dot whichever language you want. So we have this option, something like English. We have this something. Okay, so if I just go back, you have Bengali, Chinese, French, German, and whichever language you want. And based on this question, you will get this kind of response. Okay. So I hope everyone is clear with this thing, and we can take some questions. Sashi, will that be okay? Anybody having any?
I believe
Yeah.
let's just complete the whole Python. Okay, chat. People are waiting to get the chatbot working. So once this is done, then we'll take the whole bunch of queries. I think that would be much fine.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I think we can share this code. So you just need to get this chatbot working. Okay. So this is the whole scenario of the chatbot. So it can be the list trainer that you want, or you want it as a corpus training. Okay. So this is just the training part. And after that, what comes into picture is your deployment thing. Okay. So this deployment is very much required, and this training is very much required as well. Okay. Without this training, it will not return anything. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Hiten, okay, so let's just take some questions, guys. Okay. So Aman, now if we want to make an app, then what to do? Okay. So Aman, it depends what what you can do is, if you want to create an app, okay, so in which you want to create a Flutter, or basically an Android or an iOS app. So basically you need an API. Okay. So this is the Flask will give you an API for that thing. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Aman, for Android app, you just need to have some APIs for this. So something like what I have written here. So you just need to create an API, and this corpus will keep on giving you responses based on the whatever you give it to this. Okay. Because if you just check this get method, so this get method is basically also giving you the get response. Okay. So this get response method, we have already used this get response. Okay. Okay. So Hiten, how do we make our extract exe file? Yeah. Okay. So Hiten, we can create an exe file for this as well, but yeah, for exe file you have to make sure you create something called as GUI for it. Okay. So GUI you can create using Tincter. Okay. Yes, Siddharth, you can create a React and Node.js as well, but I suppose as you are using it for Node, so that backend will not be Python. So if you want to create that backend in Python, you can use that as well. It GUI using Tincter package, yeah. And so if we want to add voice, yeah. So Aman, that's basically a different process for voice as well. Yeah, so Kamlesh, we can create app like certainly an app like WhatsApp also. Okay, so wherein the bot will automatically reply for that thing. Okay, you don't have to worry about that. But yeah, designing part is we have to work on. So that basically the backend will Python will take care of that. Okay, yeah. So anybody having any other question? Okay, so that chats will be stored in this SQLite. So if I just reveal in File Explorer, okay, so this DB, okay, so I'll just say, so you can see, okay, so now we have got 2848 responses, the number of responses that we have, and this was basically conversation during the training. And if I just say, so you can see this persona is completely empty except from this. Okay, so if I just open my web app, okay, so I have done said something like, hi, I am Chatterbot. Hi, hello. And what languages are you written in Python and what languages you are immortal. Okay, so if I just scroll down a bit, so you can see this was the person, or this was the chat bot that we use. So this chatbot has a name. Yeah, so this chatbot has a name, Chatterbot. Okay, so this is what the DB has given us. Okay, so why it gave us something like, okay, so it simply said, okay, so the response that we have given is hello. It was in response to hi. And if you can just verify in the web app, yeah. So hi, I'm Chatterbot, and the next input given by the user was hi. Yeah, so we can see this was hi was given, and and in response to this hi, we have this thing in response. And what language are you written in? So this was what we gave in to the bot, and this was the response that the Python or what the chatbot has given. Okay, so you can just basically, if you are working on this data analysis as well, so this is where you can keep on tracking as well. Okay, so what are the number of responses, or what is the response that the chatbot is giving, and what is the search text the user is normally checking for, and then you can also check. Okay, so which bot is simply. So you must have seen in a lot of different uh, websites as well. So there is a lot, always a chatbot you're talking to. Okay, so this chatbot will keep on using your for lead generation, or you can say key. Okay, so this bot gave you this reply. Okay, so then the person or the one who is checking this chatbot or checking this DB will give you a call back. Okay, so you were talking to a bot, and that was the response that you were having. Okay, so yeah, this DB will help you keep a record of this thing. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Krish, yeah, certainly we can resolve this. So yeah, so Vishal, can you show the connection part of this one? And please, yeah, Vishal, that yeah. So what we will do is we can come up with an next webinar for this thing. So we have a bot. So that Flask is basically an API that we will have. Okay, so then we can create an app, and then we can just create a connection. So we just need to deploy this. We can create a Docker file, and then we can deploy it in Heroku, and then yeah, we can certainly consume it in the application that we have. Yeah, will be created even if we are using, yeah. So see, Krish, Vim is just an editor. Okay, so something like PyCharm or Visual Studio is an editor. So this SQLite, I never created the SQLite, it's automatically being created in the backend. Can that answer? Yeah.
So the SQLite was created after you imported Chatterbot, or
Yeah. So
so
the
if I,
moment you initialize it, yeah,
yes
sorry.
sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
So if in Vim editor, if we import Chatterbox and we initialize it, so where the file is stored, the SQLite will be created there also.
Huh. Yeah, in the same directory.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So I hope the questions are done. Okay. So anybody having anything to ask for?
Okay,
Tanush, you are
just I
having
think
this
we
phone as
can.
well.
I
Yeah.
think so. We can just move on getting the chatbot working. Even though I am eagerly waiting to see the chatbot working.
Yeah. So this was the deployment. Okay. So we just okay. So she.
We just were not able to see your screen.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. So you can see this, right?
Yeah.
So this is the chatbot deployment that we have done. So this is basically using Flask. Okay. So the only thing that we need to do is, if you want to integrate in your own website, you just need to deploy it in Heroku or the web server that we want. Okay. Apart from that, that's the simple chatbot that we have created. Okay. So
See,
there
the
are other
chatbot is
chatbots.
already working, I think. As
Yeah.
we have got the responses. Okay, so such chatbot has replied what language you've written in. So it's deploying, I've written in Python, and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Gujas, can you start putting 1-2 messages and we can see that live?
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So let's just say hello chatbot. Okay. So just because it's not able to understand, okay, hello chatbot, because this was not the part
Guys,
of
do you have any
conversation that
first
chatbot was trained
any
on.
interesting
So
questions
we'll
to ask to
give you.
Chatbot?
I would have why Corona is in India.
Okay, so we can just ask why Corona is in India. So we can just ask the chatbot. So tell me a joke. Okay, so it's just giving us a weird responses because it's not never been trained on this Corona thing. Okay, so if you want it to be
Nobody
trained
has
on
been
this
trained on
Corona thing,
Corona.
you can just create a list trainer and then provide your details.
Gujas, can we ask it to open google.com?
Yeah, so certainly for that we have to code our
Train it.
chatbot to create an action as well. Okay, so that's just
I
one
think
thing that we
Chris
have
has
to do.
very interesting question, Gurjas. Can we ask that to the Chatbot?
What more
Yeah.
surprises?
Okay.
Yeah, Krish, everyone gonna pass their exams without studying.
Yeah.
Uh,
We'll see.
no,
Yeah,
CSK
the
came
same.
home.
I'm not
CSK is
sure.
back to
Okay.
Mumbai.
Yeah.
CSK is back to Mumbai.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure CSK will not qualify even for the playoffs. Yeah.
Guys, I think they can qualify, but not this year.
Maybe next year.
Yeah, might.
We might wait
Sorry,
for an year to see CSK play well again.
Sasi,
Okay,
can we
and so
continue
Gujas,
to
we
the
are
next
done.
session and that we can take some more questions from Mr.
Yes, we'll do.
Ambani is
Okay,
going
so
to guide
Gujas, we're
you.
done with this chatbot.
Yeah.
Okay, Gujas, thank you for your time. And
Yeah. Thank
Tanush,
you.
Krish, and everyone, whoever has that doubt, guys, will be just will be coming back to you when come back to you. Okay, Hitan, from your question, I got distracted. Salman Khan get married. Okay, okay, so guys, we'll take your queries. We'll take everyone's queries. We'll take your queries. We'll come back to you. We'll make sure so I've taken the whole day of Gurjas and we'll make sure that your chatbot works on your system. Okay. So before we come to that, okay. So we'll just come to a conclusion summary of that. And yes, to everyone, okay, I've seen this question a lot of times. So you will get the whole recording of this video. You will get the GitHub link. Guys, keep following us on YouTube. I've shared that link. Keep follow us on Medium. So you can see our blogs on Medium on multiple AI, deep learning, neural networks, how this AI works. We are also putting our blogs on, recent technologies. So most of you have seen, this Node.js or Flutter, Nest.js, so we are coming up with blogs, we're coming up with videos. Okay, so we will be coming up with everything, and we will be, guys, keep and hold. So your queries, your everything will get answered, and I'll make sure personally that Gurjas makes that your chatbot is running on your system. Okay, and then you can ask every question. If Salman Khan is getting married, Sushmita Sen is getting married.
Yeah. So
Okay, and
that we have to train on.
No, session is not completed, Vishnu. There is, we just wanted you to show that how the chatbot is work. So that's a, part where chatbot started working. Meanwhile, Gurjas, can you just, make me host? So I'm just waiting you so that you can make me host.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay,
Hiten
thank
and
you,
Vishal, we
Gurjas.
have exciting things coming up. You can wait for the sessions to
And
get completed. Like you
okay,
can
and
complete
Ankit,
it
you're
till now.
looking cool without beard.
Yeah, I think so, Sasi.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
So we'll take everything. So session is not completed, Vishnu. We'll be sharing feedback link. Just hold them. Uh, we will be, we'll be taking your feedback. We'll be sharing. Yes, Lalit,
Yes, Lalit.
everything.
Okay.
Guys, just hold on for a second. Let me just summarize everything what we have done, and then we'll just, we'll start up everything from the fresh. We'll take the queries. We'll talk about everything which is going on. Okay. Uh, okay. Okay, just let me share my screen. Okay, so guys, the first thing that we see that what we have taken away from this, so we understood how we can train our chatbot. And guys, it's not that some of you had questions about how chatbot works. So chatbot, you can make chatbot with a lot of there are a lot of tools. So the first thing that you need to understand whenever you make a chatbot is how you do indentation. If you have seen PK movie, wo scene yaad hai na, acha. So you can express one word into multiple, that a lot of expressions can come up. Okay, and if we are from India, people from north, so we know now there are multiple languages in our side. There is Bhojpuri, Maithili, a lot of. So one question can be asked in multiple thing, multiple way. So the best thing that you need to understand, okay, and the first rule for the using a chatbot is you have to work on indentation, and for that we have a lot of application. We will coming up with a lot of webinars on api.ai, how you can understand indentation, how you can train your chatbot for one single question, how you can make multiple answers. We have IBM Watson. You can create your controllers in Node.js. So someone from you had this question, how can we use Node.js or not? We can use Node.js. But now, guys, from this past 3-4 years, Python has become most popular programming language around the globe. All of people in the IT are using that. Okay. Now, the agenda of this webinar was so that you get some idea about how this, how you work with this chatbot, how you make your chatbot train, how you train your chatbot, and you save a lot of time from a chatbot. If I order something from Swiggy and my order is delayed, and if I wait for the customer executive to revert back, that takes a lot of time. So that's why they have a chatbot. You get your queries, you get your answers, and you can do everything. Okay. Now, okay, and also guys, chatbot gives you a 24/7 service. You don't need to wait for anything. Okay, you can't say that. And we have seen this COVID pandemic. Okay, so in pandemic, the jobs are laying off. Now you can't ask your employer to sit and wait for the late night. Okay, and then there is women's safety or everything. So for that, you get in this chatbot. And if you have your own simple business, you can create a chatbot for your own simple business, and you can do it from there. Okay. Okay, yes. Okay, so I'll just keep these queries also. So refund and everything is from Swiggy. You can do that. Okay. So guys, chatbot makes your life much easier, and also somewhere it takes some of the jobs also. Okay, but then again, there are some cons also from the chatbot, where you need a human interaction there. So but chatbots give you at least 90% of solution of your business, so that makes your life much easier there. Now what along with this, so guys, we have our training program also with us. Okay, so where we have two kind of batches running on. Okay, so one is regular batch, one is premium batch. Now regular batch, if you see, so if you go and learn with any another edtech organization, you need to pay 2 lakhs, 5 lakhs, 6 lakhs for us. But we have just kept it on a basic price of 5,999. So if you want to enroll for regular batch, so regular batch consists of 20 people, 20 packs max in one batch, and premium will only keep 5% in one batch. Okay, and you can see that what are the regular batch and premium batch has in there in that bucket. Okay, everything consists of you go with regular batch, you get we will be sharing our LinkedIn profile. You can check out what we do, what we are, which companies we have worked on. Okay, you can search me on the LinkedIn also with Shashikant on the name. You can search Gurjit Singh, you can search Ankit Verma, but although we'll be sharing our LinkedIn profile link so they can go through it. You can get your confidence from there that what we do, what we have done, the projects we have worked on. You can see our blogs for that also. And guys, for regular batch, we just don't give, the learning of data science. Okay. So this batches are for you to understand data science, AI, ML, deep learning. Okay. Now also you get an opportunity of working with the best industry expert. And guys, it's not us. We have a lot of IITians who have been associated with us. Okay, we have people from NIT, VIT, okay, who are with us. We also make you understand how you can prepare your resume, and it's not just on one format, on multiple formats. We also give you an access to interviews. Okay, we also let you know we have a multiple people who works on our platform to understand that how we work, okay, and what we do. Okay, and then you will get re-session classes if suppose one of the topic you missed. Okay, you are not getting answers on that, so you can join next batch. Okay, you can join the next batch on and you can understand the same topic. So for regular, the re-session classes are limited, and you get to do a 30 plus project on a regular session. Okay, we do placement assistance for you also. We work with a lot of startups, a lot of MNC organization where we keep a good contact with them, and we can push you around there. The premium badge gets unlimited recession. Okay, we whatever we do, you will be working on live project. Either you enroll for regular or you enroll for premium, and we do preparation for your interviews, how you talk, how technical you can be, how you can be technically sound, how you can understand the industry more, what a HR wants to listen to you, or what how your hiring manager want to listen from you. Okay, what they want, they don't want only the definition, they want to understand the concept. And also guys, what we are keeping in mind is, if you have visited our YouTube channel, we keep things very simple. We include our regional languages also. So for me, if I say, I still remember the table in Hindi because that's my mother tongue, and it keeps me much easier. Okay, so much easier to understand things. Okay guys, so we'll be sharing you again a full course agenda to you. You can, if you want, you can connect to Neha, who's our career counselor. You can call her, you can message her anytime. She's available on WhatsApp also, she can revert back. Okay, and now, if I am a, student, I would think, why would I invest money, the guys who are very new, and will it help me or not? So yes, it will be helping you. We will help you. We are not just, a bunch of guys who are here to just do this programming. We are also here to make you understand that you are learning it pretty well. You know this, what is going on, okay? And we will be there till you understand everything. Okay, so either it's your mother tongue or it's your concept understanding. So we just don't only make you learn things on this coding. We keep this so that you understand the topic, and tomorrow you know the concept of it. So that's the basic thing that we are looking at. Okay, now, guys, so this is one of our students. So he did training with one of us. So I'll just play this video. Okay. So, this is one of the feedback that we can get a lot of, and he is now coming up, software engineer at Microsoft, and he did training and internship with us. Okay. So I'll just play this video, a few seconds. It might not go.
Sasi, it's not audible.
Okay. Is it not audible?
No. It's not audible.
Okay.
So you need to
Just
put
hold
it
a
into.
second. Is it audible now?
Mm-hmm.
No, Sasi, it's not audible.
Okay, then just hold on, guys. Okay, just hold on.
Not audible, bro.
Okay, okay, then let's do one thing, guys. So I'll just explain. I'll put this video on our YouTube. Okay, I'm very sorry for that. So he's Yes Bafana. Okay, so he was with us, and he has done internship and training with us, and he's from IT, Dhanbad, and now he's placed into Microsoft. Okay, and this is, I can say that one of the best thing that we have seen, that one of our student is now upcoming Microsoft employee. So if you guys are looking forward to work with Amazon, Flipkart, so what we do, we just don't teach you how to code, we teach you to understand the concept of it. So when you go for an interview, you see what actually is in there, how you explain things. We keep explaining every bit of it, every bit of understanding. So we try to make it much more simpler, so that you can go with it, you can go with the flow. Okay, and you can also, we keep the 24 into 7 channel open with for everyone of us. We keep a lot of query session, a lot of doubt session, so you can learn a lot of things. Okay, so it's just only one, success stories, that there are a lot of multiple success stories. We have a lot of people who has done program with us. They are from IITs also. Okay, now what's the offer, guys, we have here. So the first 10 registration, who does now the spot registration, get a 30% discount on the course, and also a bunch bag of goodies from Society of. Okay, now there is one more thing, guys. You get a lifetime, mentorship from us. I know if your course is over, still you have doubt, you're working somewhere, you got your job and you have a doubt, you can come back to us. We are there. We're happy to help you every time. Okay. Now we don't just give you this, AIML training. We will also give you, training on skill development and also career development, how you can, be a good employee, how you can understand your IT. I know how you can respond. We also give you support on email writing, when you write an email. Okay, how you write a professional email, how come back and understand, your manager saying you something, or your doubt, or when you are on Jira, your queries, what is HI methodology, how you should be prepared for your first day of your organization, how you should be prepared for your how you should be prepared for your interview. So everything, we just keep collecting everything from there. So guys, if you are there, you're looking forward to join us, to be a part of Society of AI. You want to learn the training, you want to go through the trainings. And also very soon we are coming with a lot of webinar, where we will be going up with what do you say, we have technologies like Flutter, we have technologies like deep learning, we have about doing chatbots with Node.js, doing chatbot with AI, doing chatbot with IBM Watson. So a lot of things are coming up. Okay, so keep connected to us. Okay, and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And you guys are interested on training and want to know a lot more about training, or you want to do a program with us, okay, you can always drop a note at trainings@societyofai.in, or you can just call or counselor Neha on the number which is given below. Okay, and we'll always see you on the next webinar, guys. Okay, and we have just started coming up with this webinar. Okay, so we will be coming up with a lot of details on the future. Okay, and guys, spot registration starts now. You get a spot registration, so you can spot register yourself for the trainings, and you can see the curriculum for this. Okay, and we will be sharing the whole curriculum. What you gonna learn, what actually it is for you. So we'll cover every detail of your AI and ML. And guys, now AI/ML is the future of everything. You do anything, you will be seeing AI/ML in the part of it. It's not just chatbot, it's your data scientist, data analyzing, how to visualize the data, how to walk around with your, AI/ML stuff. If you're creating, robot, or you're creating a drone, you need AI/ML. You need your machine to learn what actually need your script should learn on that. Okay. So guys, now we'll be sharing a feedback form also. Okay, so you can share your feedback, and if you're interested on taking the program, you can just pinch it. Okay, am I not audible?